Okay, first video, and it's laggy when I record. So this is my first video on YouTube, and I'm going to try my best to make more videos and more. And by doing that, you should subscribe. So today's video, we're playing War Wizards, and I'm just going to give you the rundown of War Wizards and show you what it's like. So let me put in deck. This is my main deck right now. The deck I'm using is this deck. Let me get it. And we're just gonna play some more Wizards. So, yep. Okay, so, basically, if you haven't played War Wizards, you get into a match by either playing 1v1s or 2v2s with two people, and it's a VR game, meaning you play on the VR.
Welcome to
So, right now, I'm in a 1v1 match against Polo. Polo is a Grand Mage. He says he's a nobody, but, if you see blue on his name tag, it mainly means he's a Grand Mage.
Ready for
So, right here, Scarlet Angel, the cross, or the two X's in the ring, that's Scarlet Angel.
minions have spawned.
You can shoot people in this game. You can draw. So to draw spells, you do this. So my deck is basically this. I do this. So I sacrifice my life to a god.
You
And then
killed.
it's a pretty big game, but sacrifice my life to this, and then it will absorb all of my troops, and it will
Good.
attack those troops. After that, I just spawned Nightmare. Nightmare is a horsey I can use when I'm dead. I can shoot the enemy with my horsey that does 200 damage. And it can do, every time I die, I do 50 more damage. And then right here, Mystical Staff. You draw like this. I've been playing this game for a while, so I know most of this. See, this is what I call a ray gun. Now the enemy's gonna die. Oh, the enemy didn't die from my Scarlet. And the Scarlet does damage from the troops it absorbed. So I charge up this thing, and I shoot it at the enemy. After that, I shoot the enemies, and you get 5 charges. So I just got a dragon. This right here, dragon. You draw it like this. I recommend buying this game because it's really fun, and you're like a wizard in this game, basically. And it's really fun. Now, the next spell. Rui Stick. This spell is a stick that can bend really far. So, but it's small right now. But by shooting it, it bends, and it can reach super far. And it knocks back troops. So it can knock them back. And yeah. So that Axeman right there, that guy, he does a circle damage. He does doing 180 damage with 2,400 health.
You have killed the enemy.
And then that house, it spawns knights. So in the house, every 5 seconds, it spawns a knight. And every 20 seconds, we get blue minions to come out of each side. Yeah, and I was just saying, yeah. Oh yeah, and the dragon disappears after 2 minutes. But yeah, and then finally, yep, see? So if you use the Ryu stick and hit someone enough times, the stick turns big and does a lot of damage. Or turns big and does 1,700 damage.
Perfect.
Which is a lot. So the green, so when I charge it up to green, it does 700. When I charge it up to yellow, it does 1400. And when I charge it up to purple, it does 3,000. Sorry, I'm stuttering. But yeah, that's the rundown, most of the game. After this match, I'll tell you how coins work and everything. But yeah, this is the base of the game.
Perfect.
It's pretty fun in my opinion.
Starting to sketch the falling spells.
Definitely buy it. See how the dragon went away? After 2 minutes, it disappears. But it does about 100 to 200 damage, depending. Oh, and I just got the new spell. Oh yeah, the archers. So they're archers. If they spawn, they shoot every 0.5 seconds, dealing 100 or 300 damage. I mean 100 damage. And see how my stick went red? Because I shot it enough times, dealing enough damage. Now that I can, attack the enemy. And if I press the bumper on my right controller, I can do this. Killing every troop that dealing, or not killing every troop, but dealing 1700 damage. And then I'm gonna go Scarlet, which is the angel, and sacrifice all my troops and their troops, most of their troops. And yeah, and then so the more troops it sacrifices, the more health and damage it does. So it does 130 with 1,000 health. Now the horsey, every time I die, I do an extra 50 damage, and I can only use it when I'm dead. Also, anytime it's being attacked, it can move. So watch, I'm not going to shoot at all, and it teleports different places. It teleports randomly. Only on your side though, not on the enemies on your side. So watch, if I don't shoot for a while, it'll teleport to right there. Sometimes it moves over here. Sometimes it moves in front of my crystal. Sometimes it moves even behind my crystal. Yeah, see? It moves right here, under the scarlet. And then when I come back, I can do this to spawn kill the enemy.
Good.
So yeah. Basically, this game is pay to win. So I'll show you the point system after. So after you win, you get points, but if you lose points, and your goal is trying to get to Legendary Wizard 5. I'm a Legendary Wizard 2, but there's only about 13 Legendary Wizard 5s out there, and that's the max rank.
Victory.
So right here, I won. I got 20 plus points. Your goal is to destroy their tower and their crystal. It's kind of like Clash Royale if you've ever played it. You get 20 extra points, and see the coins. So the match, you want the match to last a while, but also not. You want to kill them instantly. So you get I got 159 coins for winning, or for victory. I got 80 coins for behavior score bonus. 80 coins for not. So like they have a score bonus. So if you're talking a bunch of trash or like being toxic, they track your behavior, and you can get less coins from that. And then for precision bonus is 40 coins, and then match duration is 159 coins. And you see here, if you get an accuracy S, a size S, and kills, the most accuracy S, and size S, you get more coins. So, yeah. And then, here we are. So, right here is 1v1s, and there's a win rep, meaning for every win you get, if you get more points. And that means you could get extra gold. Like, I have 50 plus 50% gold. Now, if you have 110 win rep, you got plus 20% gold. Or, plus 20. Then win rep of 105 plus 5. And if you only have a win rep of 90, then you get no effect. Now, a win rep of 80, you get minus 10% gold. And if you have a win rep of 70%, you don't get to play 2v2s, which I think is ridiculous. So this is 1v1s. My rank in 1v1s is Legendary Wizard 2. I am number 31 on the leaderboard. This is my username. I am 75%. And this is my rank, and I'm a Legendary Wizard 2. And then 2v2s is where you get to play with a partner. and you get to play with a partner, and you go against 2 other people using your spells. Duel Arena, I'll show you. I'll play I'll play Duel Arena too, but and then Duel Arena. Your goal is to kill the enemy 5 times to win, and you get the spells. Yeah, you get most of these spells. And then you can play with friends. See, these are my friends I added. Oh, that's one of them. For now, I'll play with them later. But for now, I'm telling you guys what it's about, and so you guys can learn about me some more, you know. And then you can go against AIs if you're not sure if your deck works, or maybe you want to try your deck on an AI, see if it works. If it's laggy for you guys, let me know, because it's laggy for me, but I hope it's not for you guys. And then you can play with friends. There's a magic shop. So the shop, how it works is, first you have the homepage. Now they have combo decks for you. I wouldn't recommend the combo decks, because these spells aren't that good, but if you want to buy them, that's totally up to you, not me. I mean, their values are pretty good, because Bats is normally 6,000 coins, and it's right now 4,200, and like, yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty good. They give you less points, but I still think there's better spells out there. And then they have the best sellers, so whatever's selling the most right now, they let you know. And then they tell you what's new, the new spells they have, the new stuff. See, they have like this thing. They have different styles too. So like, if you're using a spell, they have a different style for it, which is cool. And then here's the spells. Give me a second. Here's the spells. So let me just show you the ones, all of them. Let me show you all of them. The ones I don't own are these ones. So let me give you a rundown. Abyssal Cortez is a coffin that spawns 4 big people, and they come at your tower. They come at you slowly, so the piggy can do damage. The pumpkin guy makes you not be able to see. Mummy makes it where he takes your mana. Oh, mana, I forgot to tell you. Mana is, so when you're using spells, they cost mana. So right here, this is the time it takes to use the spell again, and this is the mana. You get 500 max mana. You get 300 mana when you begin the game, and you get 3 mana every 0.1 second. So that means every second you get 5 mana. So that means every 4 seconds you get 100 mana. And that means every about 20 seconds you get 500 mana. So yeah, you have to use mana, and if you don't have enough mana, you can't use the spell. Some spells give you mana, some spells heal you. So like Hurricane, it blows back troops. Summon Fire Element, it summons fire element troops that can do extra damage because they're fire troops. And you can look at their description, they tell you everything. And there's also spell accuracy. So when you draw it nice and good, like when you draw an SS, which means perfect, you draw it perfect, like how with the picture shown. So you have to draw what the picture's showing. And the better you draw it, the more damage or HP or the heal or the tower heal they do, the better they do. So like Divine Shield, it gives you a shield that can block 1 big attack or block 700 points of damage. And then you have Strengthening Spell. This makes it where they turn big. So if you watch up here, that Mr. Big Guy, he's gonna get super strength. Watch. So yeah, he got a buff, and that means he got 25 increased attack damage and 60% movement speed. Or if you draw it less, 15% damage and 20% speed. So yeah, you want to draw it really good because it definitely affects how well you do. And then Healing Spell, this is where you just heal. SS means you does 40 HP per second, and 20 seconds it lasts for. Dragon's Cub, it spawns a dragon in the air doing damage. Spell, and they have summoning units. They have even arrows, so it's a cursed arrow. it's an arrow, and if you shoot it at the enemy, it poisons them for 30 seconds, dealing 100 damage or lower. And then Summon Giant is the giant you saw in this image. So that's the giant. And then this is Cursing. It's a cursing spell. Frying Pan is a spell that can block almost anything. It can almost block anything. Doesn't block anything. So Frying Pan can't block Mystical Staff. It can block Scarlet Angel's attacks, but it can't block bats. It can block Achilles' sword. Achilles' swords are 3 swords that have different blades. So I'll have to explain that next time because it's gonna take too long to explain. And then you have Abyssal Cortex. You cannot block it with Frying Pan, but basically, Abyssal Gaze, it's an eye, and if you look at it, you take damage. And then, Death Contract, that's a ghost that comes over you, and it takes some of your own health, dealing 99% damage of the enemy. Or 90% or 85, you know? And then they have Ghost Ship, which is a ship that... Oh, shoot, hold up. Which is a ship... Hold up. Okay, Ghost Ship. It's a ship that comes at you, and it heals you 1,000 HP, dealing about 1,000 damage. And then you have the Snake. The Snake eats any troop and stuns the rest of the troops near it for about 28 seconds and lower, and it can fear 12 troops, meaning stun. So it could fear at least 9 to 12. And then you have the Hammer. The Boomerang Hammer, in my opinion, is the best spell in the game. I love it. Even though it's not in my deck, it's a very good spell. I'd probably buy it first. What it does is, every time you attack an enemy or hit them, you do extra damage. So you start with about 400 to 500, and every time you attack someone, you get 30 or 50 extra damage. So every time, it could go up to like 1,000 damage to 700 damage. Just depends. And if you get a big boomerang, that means it's gonna most likely hit every troop. Guardian Spirit. This basically means if you die, then you will come back with heals 800 HP. So whenever you die, you come back with 800 HP, and it shoots twice for you. So watching the image, it shoots twice. The Guardian Spirit shoots twice. Yep. And see these skins? These are what the skins are. So if you want skins, then these are what the skins are. Then you have Sacrificial Fusion. Now if you watch, it'll explain it all. Basically, it just grabs a troop, and anything in that area will be absorbed into this big, massive troop. So the thing turns super big, and now it deals a lot of damage and has a lot of health. So you can make your dragon super big. You can make a giant super big. Here's the archers and the book. The book is a spell that's 20,000 coins. It's expensive, but it's really good. It gives you 3 random spells, and it makes you invincible for 5 seconds. Wolf Spirit, it's every like 5-6 seconds, you could shoot it, dealing 700 to 600 damage, and it could last from 50 to 35 seconds. And it gives you 200 mana every time you hit someone. And it always hits the enemy. If you hit the ground, it will hit the enemy automatically. Spell Chain, you could steal the last spell the enemy has used. So if they use God's Wrath, like in the picture you see, they steal God's Wrath. Which, I'll show you what God's Wrath is. This is God's Wrath. God's Wrath is it's a guy that, it's a really big guy that, just watch it. It's hard to explain. So yeah, now, basically, you're like, super big, and you slash a sword, dealing 600 damage to 700 damage, and it can last for 40 to 50 seconds. And it's a 300 second cooldown with 500 mana. Now, if you're still wondering about Nightmare, this spell, basically, whenever you die, cast Nightmare, and what it does is, it's a horsey that comes around, and every time you die, you do 50 extra damage. Meaning, and then you shoot the enemy with your wand, and you do 50 extra damage when you die, and it shoots every 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh, and last stand. When you're about to die, when you're below at least 800 health, you draw last stand, and that means whenever you die, you get infinite mana, no cooldown, and you draw as much as you can for 20 seconds. But you die for 200% more. Or 200% more time death. So you see how it's supposed to be 15 seconds, but instead it got doubled to 30? That means later in the game, the more you die, the more times, the more longer you wait. Yeah, so meaning you could, like, be in a death screen for 60 seconds. But yeah, that's really it. Oh, and I can tell you about the spell skins. So these are the spell skins. So, let me tell you about Nuke. Nuke, this one is it's a big bomb, 400 elixir, 60 seconds, does 3,000 damage to 2,300, and it kills about every, so, like, 90 every, like, it means that it can kill a large radius. So if you draw an S size, it kills a large radius of units. So, yeah, and it does like 3,000 damage. It's a big circle in the air, and then it just launches down and kills everything. But spell skins basically just means, like, so if you've, oh yeah, and gun spell. They have a spell for, guns. They have bats, which just sucks your health, or it sucks the enemy's health, giving you health. Confusion, confuses the enemy's troops, killing themselves, or killing their enemies, or killing their other troops. And then you have, let me find minigun. Minigun should be up here. Yep, minigun. It's just, basically, see, this is a spell skin. Instead of it just shooting like a normal, not like an actual minigun, but it just, yeah, machine gun spell. Basically, it's just a bunch of, it deals 110 damage, lasting for about 8.8 to 7, and it can shoot really fast. So it shoots really fast wherever you, when you press a button on the controller, wherever you look, it shoots. And it has spell skins like this AK, you can turn into an AK. And they also have a gun spell, dealing about 500 damage. Let me find it. Gunsmith Oath. Dealing 500 damage with some bullets. And every time you press the trigger, it will fire. And then you have a staff. You can buy staffs, which are what I have. See, my staff came from right here. From here. Since I'm a high rank, when I hit Legendary Wizard 1, I got this staff. So yeah, this, basically, it's pretty good. But yeah. Let me know in the comments if you want me to play Duel Arena, 2v2s, 1v1s, and give me some battle spells ideas. Maybe you thought of something in your head during this video and like, huh, that sounds good. Or maybe try out the game for yourself. Now, here's how it works. This game is $20 originally to play 1v1s, 2v2s, Duel Arenas, and to get other stuff, or I mean, like, to play, or not to play with friends. You can play with friends, but yeah, it's $20 originally to play 2v2s in Duel Arena. But if you buy it, if you get it for free, you can only play 1v1s, and your win rep is always going to be 90 points, or 100 points, I meant. Always going to be 100 points, I think. I don't know. I bought the game, but I bought the game like a while ago, so I don't know how bad it is, but yeah, that's everything. All I have to say is, hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe I'll think of some things I can do, and yeah, if you enjoyed the game, please let me know. So, see ya.